fantasy books that you cannot miss because you are going to just be so addicted to them. Number one that I want to talk about, it is a series, it's like 3 books, and I am talking about Fireborn from Rosaria Munda. Guys, this book is just wow. And we're following these guys, Annie and Lee. I was trying to remember Annie and Lee, and they met each other in this orphan, but their past has a lot to do about their friendship. It's like kind of a new Romeo and Juliet thing because the father of Lee killed the father of Annie, and they have to go to this thing to defend the new governor of this land. But the new governor was actually who was killed, the father of Lee, and the Lee's family come and talk to him in order to betray the new governor. And Annie is so loyal to this new governor. So it's a lot. I really, really like this series. When you read the first book, you're gonna be like, I have to read the second one. You know, when you're like, I have to. So if you're looking for like adventures, dragons, love, friendship, but at the same time, what can I do because it's between my family and you, this book is for you. What I want to talk about is a series that I believe, no, actually it's still going on, and the author just published the 3rd book, and this one, which is The Bridge Kingdom, is gonna be like explode soon. They're trendy everywhere because she was a author published, and now she signed a contract with the best, one of the best, like a really important editorial. So it's gonna be like boom, and we are following. It's amazing. It's a love story, and we are following this girl Lara, who she has to marry the king of the other kingdom because somehow those kingdoms have this agreement that we are going to always be in peace as long as one of your daughters king married one of my sons. Like, as long as we have this marriage thing, we're gonna be okay. But Lara is like, no, I'm not going to love this guy. And her father plans, like, you know, you have to go and find everything about this world, like not this world but this kingdom. We're gonna go and conquer. You are going to defend us. So in this fake marriage, your main job is be a spy to this guy and tell me everything so I can go and conquer them. So she's like, yes, dad, let's do this. She's really like war girl, and like really, really, you know, like she really believes that. So when she marries him, something is changing because not everything is what you see. It's a lot of things behind scenes. So she started finding out secrets. She started finding out that, oh, maybe I was being lied all this time. Maybe I like this guy more than I supposed to. So it's a lot. It's really emotional. It's so fast paced. I read 1, 2, and the other one is coming super soon. I think it's 2 more. And you're gonna love the characters. You're gonna just love it. And if you like romance, but not like this romance that is extremely sweet, but like this passion and kingdoms and fantasy, this is for you. All the mafia. You like mafia? I have a book for you, and it's fantasy. And I am talking about Jade City from Fonda Lee. If you like The Godfather or you're a Godfather person, this is for you. And there's a lot of politics. The World War here, it's also a lot, and we are following this family who they have jade protection, and jade is an element that can have powers, and one of this family is being killed, and the other brothers are getting in charge of this like mafia thing, and then manipulating everything and then try to protect each other. So if you like betrayal, I mean, you know, it's not that you like betrayal, but you're looking for like a really mafia fantasy world building thing, Jade City, it's amazing, and I really recommend it. It's like 3 books. It's kind of like a chunky, but you are going to just love it. It's like Corleone family in a fantasy world. Like what can go wrong? My next recommendation is a duology. The first one I got it through audiobook, and the second one I have to get it physical copy, and I'm talking about the Su Lin Tan, and the first one is the daughter of the moon goddess, and the second one is the heart of the sun warrior. You are going to love those two, like you are going. And it's a Chinese mythology about this moon goddess, that she did something wrong, and somehow the governor has to take her daughter, but the mother was like, you have to leave, my love, because I cannot like allow they take you. So the daughter leaves. I'm trying to find the name Shunli, because I'm so sorry, I'm so bad with names, like it's so hard from Greece. I think it's Shunli, and she has to leave, and when she leaves, she's getting ready, like preparing, taking like a lot of like classes to be a really warrior, and then somehow she finds in this love situation with one of the prince, because the prince is like, I'm gonna make a competition, and whoever wins, I'm gonna take it with me, and I'm gonna give all the training so you can be the best warrior. And she was like, this is my time, I want to be the best warrior. So she wins the competition, so she becomes living in this place, and there's a love there. They find love to each other, but they cannot, because all the situation is happening there. And in the second book, I love it because it's not like so predictable about the guy, the girl, they get marriage. No, she finds herself that maybe that is not what she thought it was going to be, and now she finds herself in a situation that I want more. I think this is not what I want, and I want more. This love situation, she started having, like in the second book, finding herself living a life that she was not happy, even though it was with a man that she thought she was in love with. But it was like, okay, I love this guy, but I'm not happy living this. Like my blood is for something else. And I cannot recommend this book enough. Especially this duology is so easy to read. I finished both books literally in 1 week. Next recommendation is a series. I don't want to read all the books, but I have all of them. That is everywhere. And I am talking about The Court of Thorn and Roses from Sarah Maas. It's a series of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, and ACOTAR. Super famous, super trendy, and the most important thing is worth every single page. You know, sometimes like very trendy books, but like no worth, those are so worth. And it's a new, how can I say, the retelling story of the Beauty and the Beast. It's basically how it started, but it's not just that. It's like a lot of like world building. So the first book is kind of a little bit slow, but you're gonna love it still because it's necessary for the story. And we're following this girl that she lives with her father, but somehow one day she kills a fairy because she does that. So she hounds the fairy, and then the owner of the fairy comes and takes her and says, you know what, you killed my fairy, what, I take you. So he takes her to his kingdom and try to marry fairy. And fairy, because she counted this fairy, she is like, okay, I have to be here because otherwise this guy's gonna kill all my family, my dad, my sisters. So she became in love with this monster, and that's what everything started. It's a lot, and it's a love triangle with Reese, that I'm in love and everybody's in love, and you cannot miss this book. Recommendation is so sweet, but it's so well done that I couldn't stop reading the book. And I am talking about The House in the Cerulean Sea from T.J. Klune. This book is just beautiful on everything, and we are following these kids that they have in this school and they have magic, but the problem is they have like a real weird magic, and people are like, those kids are like weird, like they have something going on with them. So this magic committee tells this guy, you have to go there and check this school because we're about to close, because those guys are psycho, they're crazy, they're mean, they have weird powers, it's dangerous for the people, so just go there and find us an excuse to close this. So he goes there and yes, there's something going on here. I start meeting the kids, and you're gonna love each of them, and it's just beautiful. It gives me like so cozy vibes about magic, and it's just lovely. It has also a series, it has another book, and it's like 5 out of 5 stars. My next recommendation, and also is amazing, is one of my favorite authors, and I'm talking about Neil Gaiman and Neverwhere. This is my favorite book of this author. I got this illustrated version, which is so like beautiful, and we are following this guy who is in a relationship with this woman, but this woman is so snob and she's so like perfect, and you know, she's so annoyed, and it's in London. So somehow they broke up, and he finds himself in this down London, because it's upper London and this is down London, which is a completely different world, because it's this girl who has something to do with him and the girlfriend, and I'm not gonna spoil, but somehow he finds himself in this world, and he's just trying to escape, and he's trying to, oh my god, what am I doing here? I'm just gonna come back to my regular world. And it's just so amazing. All the characters are just incredible, all the adventures that he goes through. It's like this combination between human and fantasy situation. It's not 100% fantasy, and it's not 100% like being a human. It's just this connection between both worlds. That's how I see. It's just amazing. You are going to love this book. It's a combination, like it's a little bit horror thriller thing, but it also super amazing. The next one I want to talk about is a middle grade book. However, I read it and I loved it, and I think every single human can read it. It doesn't matter if you're 50, 40, 30, 20, 12. And I'm talking about Nevermore. So good. We are following this girl that apparently she has a curse. So every single person that crosses to her way, it has a curse. So something wrong is going to happen to this person. So nobody wants to talk to her because she is a problem. And somehow she receives this invitation to participate in these trials where she has to do things in order to pass each trial to see if she's selected to become to this very special society. So it's just incredible, because all the trials that she has to go are just insane, and I was just like, wow. And the end is perfect. I just love it so much, and I wish I can like have this book for the first time, because you're gonna go through this amazing experience. You are going to love this book. It's so fast paced. It's just way like amazing, beautiful way to write a story about all the issues that we as a human being have, and also those trials are just like wow. And even though she's so insecure because of the situation that is happening, she is a queen. Next recommendation, if you like witches but like cute witches, this book is super cute and is well done as well. And I am talking about The Berry Society of Irregular Witches. And we're following the story of this girl who she is a witch, and she cannot tell anybody that she's a witch. So what she does is she films these videos so may entertain people, right? But she does magic. So somehow someone saw her and said, we want her to take care of these 3 little witches. And they contact her. She comes and she became the nanny of these witches. And she's in charge of showing them and explaining them and how to handle and control the power. But she cannot say that she's a witch. So it's so funny, it's so lovely, and it's also have here a love story that I love. It's so well done that I was just falling in love with every single character, and I just love the little witches. I just love her. I just love the guy. It's just everything. It's super cozy. It's super magic. If you are looking for something that is gonna have you a good vibes, a good time, and have fun, please pick The Berry Secret Society, like The Berry Secret Society of Irregular Witches. You are not going to regret. My next recommendation is The Four Wing. This book is also really popular. It's wow, and if you want to belong to this trendy thing, pick up this because you are going to love it. And we are following Violet, and Violet is really insecure, like, because you know she has this physical situation where she's not really strong, and she goes to this competition where the dragons bond a specific person. So how it works is you go to this situation and then you meet the dragons, and the dragons choose you if you're lucky because if you're not lucky, you're gonna be dead. And these two really powerful dragons, and she gets burned by one dragon, and all the dragon also love her. So it's so good book. I think it's so well done. I love knowing about the dragons, and you are going to feel so connected to Violet. I feel it's like Dark Academia vibes, because in this school, and it's also this mean guy who apparently is really mean, but is also a good guy because he tries to protect her, and we all know how it is. And we also have the good guy who is always taking care of her. He's her friend from a long time, and the story is good. There's also a lot of issues between Violet and her mother. It's like a lot of like this situation, mother-daughter relationship, and it's so good about the fantasy, about dragons, and about adventure. So it's giving like a Harry Potter vibes as well. So if you're looking for something that is really trendy, dragons, Dark Academia, and competition, Harry Potter vibes, pick the Four Wing. So much for being here, guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and hope you like it, and hope you pick one of those amazing fantasy books. And I wish you have a great week, and I'm going to see you next time.